Welcome in, I'm Stacy, and today, thanks to Pantasy, we have the whole bunch bigger than I imagined retro telescope, and here are the specs. The telescope features a brown and black and goldish finish with a folding tripod and a Fresnel lens. Any offers or promotions Pantasy sends our way will be in the description of this video. I've never owned a telescope in my life, but it's now something I am seriously considering looking into. See what I did there? Looking into? With this tripod completely open and the tube flat, the set measures 9 by 16.7 by 17.4 inches in height. Hey, I can see Uranus. Let's get back inside so we can take a closer look at this set. The tripod itself is quite a cool build, and so there are some nice little details with it. We've got some tires at the bottom to use for feet, which is really cool. The brown is really nice, and the gold is really nice. And then we've got this piece in the middle because it does collapse, so I'll show you that in a few minutes. Then we have the mount here, and we've got some knobs that actually do turn. And some nice gold decorations here. The hearts pieces in the middle are really cool that they chose those. And then we have the optical tube itself. It is black and lots of gold, but I think it makes it look very authentic. This angle gives us a different view of the tripod and some of the pieces that were used to build it. And then we can see the Technic in there behind the knobs, because the knobs actually do work. So you can angle the telescope up and down in different directions. And then we have the eyepiece. A little bit of a delicate build around this here, but the lens is actually in the top. So you look through and you can see right through the optical tube, which is pretty cool. On this side here, you can see some of the pieces use quite a few little pieces there, but it's hollow inside. So the structure is a little bit, that's where I say it's delicate, just getting it all together. But once you get the top on, it's actually really good. Then we have the finder scope here. It does have clear pieces at each end, but it doesn't actually do anything. But it really looks good the way they have these angle Technic pieces on it to attach it. And then the rest of it is actually the same as the other side. So at the end of the optical tube, we have a lens cap. So that just actually pops right off, and it's on a chain to be sure that you don't lose it. And then you can see the piece used here at the other end. They really cleaned it up nicely with those rounded pieces there on the end of it. So I want to show you a little bit of the movement of this set because it does a few things. So these knobs, I said, actually do work with the Technic. There's one on each side. And I find using them at the same time is a little stronger, but it changes the angle of the telescope. Turn it around and we can see that Technic there, nice and smooth. And then you see it also spins. So you can spin the telescope, and it does go 360, completely around as much as you want, which is pretty cool. So this does come apart as well. So you can take this tube right off, just pull it out. There's 2 pins here, nice and simple. And then on the top of the tripod, you can see where those 2 pins go in. The tripod has a couple of features as well. We have the feet that move, change angles. And the reason that you want to do that is because it does collapse. So if you just push through the middle, push it this way, it collapses up for you. So you can fold it up. Now taking it back or opening it back up, if you just pull it like that, this will come apart. So what you want to do is hold this when you take it apart and just push on that as you open it up, and then it all stays together. Since we do have a working Fresnel lens, we actually have 3 different printed pieces that are star charts that come with this set. So these are 2 of them. The other one is actually in here already. So there's this little build that just goes in there, and there's our piece that I have on there now. Really, really super simple to change it. Just put it take one off, put one on, and you want to make sure the printed side is facing your eyepiece, and it just pops right back in there. When you look through the eyepiece, you can actually see the reflection of the star chart. I've angled the telescope towards the light, and we're going to try to put the camera right over the eyepiece so you can see that star chart for yourself. How's it look? At the time of this video, the digital instructions weren't available, so I just want to show you a couple of things in the book. Maybe they'll change with the digital instructions. This is the mirror for reflection. It shows that you have to peel and stick. There's actually a film on the front to peel off and the back side of the sticker so that it sticks on that brick. For the Fresnel lens, you do have to, it shows that you have to peel something off. I didn't find a film on it to peel off. It's also got a rough side and a smooth side, and it doesn't show you in these instructions. The rough side goes up is what I'm using, and it seems to work. And then this lens as well, it shows that you have to take a film off of it. Again, I couldn't find a film for this piece. Take note, keep the lenses clean. I brought in a couple other sets from Pantasy. The architecture firm is on the left and the retro microscope is on the right. As you can see, the telescope is quite large. I actually think it's a bit too big. I do like all the little details on the telescope. The fact that it's essentially two builds in one is great. The tripod and then the telescope itself, and the lenses do work to be able to view the 3 star charts included. Thanks so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe on your way out. And until next time, keep clicking those bricks.